Hi, my name is Justin DeRoy, and you're listening to Just This Guy Talk Movies. Fortunately, we don't have Jesus for this episode. He was extra busy this week with his work schedule, so hopefully we'll just be able to get him in next week for the next episode. Anyway, start things off. Got another movie fact for you for this week. The film Megamind, starring the voices of Will Ferrell and Brad Pitt, was originally pitched to be a live-action film before it became animated. Anyway, first movie talk today. I'm going to update on a movie talk that actually was the very first movie topic that we went over on the first episode that we recorded, and it was about Quentin Tarantino dropping his Hateful 8 movie project. Well, recently he had gotten together cast members that he was planning on using for the film, and he had performed a live reading of his script. And I believe, if I was told, it was at the end of the reading, he then told the audience that he had listening to the live reading that he is planning on reworking the script a little bit and even changing the ending. So this is leaving people to speculate, well, maybe now he's changed his mind after he's had time to cool down after this whole incident, and has decided that he might actually make this film. I think this sounds great. Personally, I couldn't care what his next movie is as long as there's another movie. I can't get enough of Quentin Tarantino. I love his movies. If it's going to be this Western flick, that's awesome. If maybe he changes his mind also that he does want to do the third installment of Kill Bill, that's great too. As long as we get another movie from him, it's awesome. So this movie sounds great to me. Now, next movie topic is over the third and last installment of the Hobbit trilogy coming out. So recently, Peter Jackson had made an announcement saying he's changed the title of the last film from There to Back Again to now is Battle of the Five Armies. I'm sure most of you who read the books knows exactly why he probably chose that one. And then he went on to say that the reason why it didn't seem to fit anymore, that it shouldn't be called There and Back Again, because since they've split into three movies and they've arrived to the destination that they're heading towards in the second film, then it wouldn't make sense that they call it There and Back Again, since they were already there in the third film, and then we'll be going back, at the end of it. Honestly, I thought it fit fine still because, if you remember from the Hobbit films, that the title of the book that he wrote, Bilbo, the main character, was called There and Back Again. So I still felt it was perfectly fine fit. I would have left it the same. Still, it's kind of stupid so soon to, the release date that's just coming at the end of this year, to go and just decide, no, I want a better fitting title. Whatever, Peter Jackson, you're entitled to do whatever you want with your movie franchise. It's not going to change how the movie is, so it's not that big a deal, but still, I think it sounds silly to change the title. So, ending up with the show, instead of suggesting films, since we got the summer movie season coming on to us really soon, I was going to go down my list or wish list of movies that I would like to see for this summer. Starting off with May, and it's pretty jam-packed with tons of films that I really want to see. Going off the beginning of the month, we got Amazing Spider-Man 2. Really excited to see where they're going to go with this film. Trailers to me have been looking okay, except for the stuff with Rhino. But I think Jamie Foxx's Electro is looking pretty cool, and then we're going to get another Goblin in this one. So yeah, probably you're going to see that one first since it's the beginning of the month. It's pretty much kicking off the summer season. Then after that, another big film looking forward to. Another kind of remake film as well. Godzilla. once again, seeing the trailers has got me really excited for this one. Can't wait to see it. The Godzilla they've made for this one, like for all the trailers and posters, and recently they had Fangoria magazine cover that gives you a pretty good shot of Godzilla. He looks freaking awesome. So another film I really can't wait. Probably my most anticipated film for the month of May is going to end up being X-Men Days of Future Past. Trailers are phenomenal. They got me hooked. Just stop showing me more trailers, and I'm just totally sold on this film because I'm tired of them coming out with more shit for this movie every other week to try and get me interested. I'm already interested. I don't need more. So yeah. Then going down the list, let's see. Oh yeah, Neighbors. This is probably going to be my most anticipated comedy for well, at least the summer. It looks hilarious. Think Zac Efron, I can't stand the guy, honestly. He's always been this like kind of douchey Disney Channel guy. But I gotta say he looks hilarious. I've always loved Seth Rogen and his comedy, so nothing really more different about him in this film. He looks, about the same as he always does as far as comedy goes, so can't wait to see that one. And Seth MacFarlane's got one that I'm really kind of looking forward to coming out as well. A Million Ways to Die in the West, Western comedy. We don't have very many of those, so kudos to him for obliging us with another Western comedy that looks great. So, as far as things go, the month of May, there's not much more left. Maleficent, I might take a go at that. It looks okay. But that's about it, I believe, for May. Now, moving on to June. I believe, this one's another month they have like a pretty big list of movies. Starting off towards the beginning of the month. Let's see, what's one of the earlier ones we have? Edge of Tomorrow looks kind of interesting. Not super anticipated, but I still felt I might want to go see it. Just the concept of the whole, he dies repeatedly basically until he gets becomes a good enough killer that he no longer dies is what the main kind of concept. I'm sure it's more complicated than that, but this whole idea that he repeatedly dies and each time he becomes a better killer. It's interesting concept to me, so yeah, it's got me wanting to go see the film. Then of course we got the sequel to How to Train Your Dragon. This one I'm pretty anticipated on seeing, was because I think it's really interesting because they've done something in this animated film that you don't typically see in most animated films, and they've actually aged their children characters and now like they're young adults. And you don't typically see this in most animated films. When you do the sequel, like they're always like the same age. So I thought it's kind of cool that you get to see, in this one, Hiccup's all grown up and stuff like that. So yeah, that looks great. Another funny comedy coming out this month as well. Probably another one of my bigger anticipated comedies is gonna be 22 Jump Street. Trailers look hilarious. The only thing that concerns is I'm worried of it being kind of just like a hangover scenario where everyone's going to bitch and moan that like, oh, this is just a repeat of the first film, because it's kind of the same formula, 2 undercover cops instead of high school, though it's college. But I don't know. We'll see how it turns out. I think from the trailers, though, it's giving me a good feeling that's going to be pretty funny. Then we got Transformers Age of Ultron. I was pretty set with them just ending on 3, but they decided to come out with a 4th film. This one's got Dinobots. I'm too young to really remember much of the original show, but everyone's really buzzing over the Dinobots being added into this, and just the shots of Optimus Prime riding the back of a robotic T-Rex in the trailer, that pretty much sold me from the beginning. I was like, well, that's just kick-ass. So yeah, that's got me sold on wanting to go see this alone. So gonna move on to month of July. This one is kind of a slow month for me. This is nothing I'm super excited about. There's, of course, the Dawn of Planet 8, but I'm not really... No. I didn't like the first one. I probably just saved that one for last. There's Hercules coming out. I'm iffy about that one. I wanted to see this one more than the first one. I'm hopefully it's going to at least be better, but I'm not too sure how much better it's going to be. Sex Tape, I think, actually might be pretty good. The trailer for that was pretty funny. Might try to go see Jupiter Ascending. It looks like a kind of interesting sci-fi. Purge, Anarchy. This one, out of the whole month, might be my most anticipated one, because I really love the first one, and this one actually kind of gives you more of what you were hoping for, probably. In the first one, you know, for the whole idea of, like, one night, everyone gets to go nuts. Everything is, like, pretty much down for, like, whatever you want to do. You know, murder, thievery, you know, destruction, whatever you want. This whole night is basically like no consequences, go nuts. And this time, like, you actually get to see what's happening on the outside. You know, during this whole night of, you know, anarchy, whatever you want to do. Then ending up in August, the end of the summer season. This is another month that's got a ton of stuff I want to see. I'll start off with my most anticipated, absolutely for sure, coming out at the very beginning of the month, Guardians of the Galaxy. This is interesting to me because it's a pretty unknown property for Disney Marvel to be taking on. Not a lot of people knew what this was. I didn't know what it was. Trailers, though, at least they get you with laughs in this first trailer. The action looks like it's going to probably be pretty good as well. So, really looking forward to see what happens with this one. Then after that, I'm mostly just anticipated to see this next film, just to hopefully that it doesn't suck, is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Kind of want to see, like, how they can, you know, reinvigorate this movie from the original. Really love the original series, so I'm really hoping this is gonna be good. I haven't been really, like, too into any of the cartoon series lately. Nothing really has matched for me the original cartoon. So I'm really hoping this regains my interest in Ninja Turtles, seeing they can bring it back for me. Then we got the Expendables 3. They're like a big action-packed cast. Well, looks great for this film. Really, just the cast alone has got me really just aching to see this movie. So, let's see. Oh, Dame to Kill For. Finally, we're getting, like, I don't know. I feel like it's way too long since the first one for it to get our sequel, but it's finally here. Yeah. Mostly just interested because I love the first film, so I can't wait to see this one. Yeah. So, Sin City, Dame to Kill For. That's probably the end of my list. So, wrapping things up, that'll be it for me. So, thanks for tuning in and listening. And I haven't really been asking this if most of you have been listening, but if you do like this episode, please feel free to comment, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel that we have this on as well. Anyway, share this with your friends if you like this. So that'll be it for me. Thanks for listening, and tune in next time.